This 120 acres of land belongs to Jimmy Rogers. Today he will be loading his 80 head of cattle to take to the auction for the very last time. A stroke left him without the ability to speak nearly 12 years ago, and with failing health, he can no longer take to the field as he once did. This is the story of Jimmy Rogers, a cow named Ugly, and the cattle auction. And to me, he is affectionately known as Pawpaw Jimmy.
I got to know Mr. Jimmy in Geneva about 4 years ago, I guess. Been up here about every summer since then. Through the winter, feed the cows, help him out, and get the hay up, feed, fix the fence, do a little work just on everything. Bush hog, haul his cows when he'd buy them, haul the calves when they get big enough to sell, take them to the sale. Just a variety of different things. I really enjoy it. They've been real good to me, and I try to be good to them. Think of them kind of as my grandparents. Look at me a minute. I'm gonna go over and hook the trailer up, okay? I'm gonna hook the trailer up to the truck. The trailer, to haul them on? Yeah. Stand here and scope them out, and I'll be back in a minute, okay? The first time I come up here, I probably worked, I'm thinking probably all of one day before I ever even spoke to him, throwed my hand up. I come up, and I think he was cutting hay, and I fell in there and started cutting. And I'm thinking it was a day or two before I ever even talked to him, but people ask me how I understand him, and I don't. Got a couple words he can say, but I just guess that he'll point or touch something or make some kind of figure with his hands, and I'll just guess and keep guessing. Sometimes I'll figure it out and sometimes I won't. But I guess it's because me and him being up here, I ain't no hurry, and I don't get disgusted with him because he can't help it. It's just one of them things.
A-I-L-A. Yeah.
He's kind of excited.
Yeah.
He's selling all of his cows today and calves and 2 bulls, and the pastures are just about gone, so he's having to feed them a lot. So we decided it'd just be better to go ahead and sell them today, and maybe in the spring we can buy some back when the grass puts out, and he can come out and ride around in the pasture and look at them.
Well, I'd talked to Jimmy, and I know that or talked to Miss Geneva. Jimmy can't speak, everybody knows. But and they said they was wanting to sell their cows and wanted me to just pick a good time. So we've kind of let it linger for about two months. And so I got deciding the cows, beef cows has went up a little bit in this area. So I figured that helped the market, you know, it's going to help him a little bit by the market going up. So that's the reason we decided to sell them this week. So that's the reason we went ahead and brought them. There's 47 cows and 30 some odd calves. We're going to pair them up here in a little bit and run them through and tag them for the sale tomorrow to be processed for the auction.
Just used to be a working milk and dairy right here. Still a good place. It's real old. I don't know how old. You can tell by looking at some of this old stuff, it's probably 100 years older or close to it. I can't remember exactly how many cows they used to run on it. I think I'm thinking close to 200, maybe more milk cows. I had to milk them twice a day, every day. There wasn't no vacation with that. These old beef cows here, you can check on them a couple times a day, if not that much if you don't want to. When you get to know them, know their habits, things like that, I guess. They more or less take care of themselves.
I'd have to look at some figures to know exactly how much we have in them. About 30-something thousand in all. We've got 46 cows and 2 bulls, and I guess between 25 and 30 calves. I really don't know how many calves. They're going to have to count those. And so we're hoping that we'll come out pretty good on them.
A lot of these local farmers around here, they know him. Know he keeps pretty good stuff, so they ought to bring a good price. This is a good barn down here that they're going to be sold at. Some good people. Jimmy's always, as long as I've helped him, he's always sold his cattle at this people's livestock down here. But he's just more or less a regular down there. Every Saturday, everybody's always come in and speak to him. But Mr. Jimmy always bought some pretty good stuff. I hope one day myself to have a nice little herd like this right here. In a good place. I doubt I'll ever have a good big place like this, but he's got a fine piece of land here. Got some good cows, good people all around. Everything's pretty good up here.
Ugly is a white and black cow that we've had for a long, long time. She's been around so long, she's like a part of the family. And Jimmy takes her to the sale, and then he'd usually bring her back because she wouldn't bring too much. And so he'd just bring her back, and she always has real nice calves. But we are going to get rid of her this time.
Right here in just a few minutes, I just seen one of the trucks coming up the road that's gonna haul some of these cows. What we'll do is we'll run them up in the barn there a few at a time, back the trailer in right here, open these gates up, and we'll load them up. Probably take several loads apiece. And maybe everything's gonna go all right, maybe none of them act like a fool.
I just never have been a cattle person. I didn't think about anything but dressing up and going to Lockheed and working. And I let Pawpaw and everybody else look after the cows. And I have not been interested in them until this past 4 years.
You work with them and be gentle, not holler. Don't raise your voice and act like a fool. They'll gentle down and there's just no problem. No problem at all.
You gonna miss them?
Oh, I love Jimmy to death. He's one of my best friends I ever had. I don't know how long I've been knowing him. I guess probably 45 years, 40, about 45 years. Me and Jimmy used to have cattle turned out, and we shipped some cattle out west. Sold a lot of cattle in Texas. I don't know how many cattle we had on hand at one time, I guess. Probably 300. Way I understood, he was in the hospital for prostate operation. Next thing I know, he had that stroke. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. He's always so tough. Such a I mean, not a he-man, but you know, he's the kind of fella that he'll do anything for you and could do anything, you know. And I just miss him so much. But I know one thing. If man ever go to heaven, he'll go.
Well, I'm more of a dealer. I deal in livestock. I've done it all my life. I'm 32 years old, and I've done it every day since I was 17. Livestock auction itself, my dad and Cliff Martin built it in 1959, and then in 99, me and two of my cousins run it for 2 years, and then I purchased it. Me and my wife own it now. We've had it for a little over 2 years. 50 to 100 ranchers, farmers, we call them in this area, come every Saturday and we have her sale at 12 noon every Saturday. And it you know, we have anywhere from 300 to 400 head, and we're the only sale in Georgia that sells on Saturday.
$1,200 down pan. $1,200. Let's sell them on the run. 600 down 10. Now 20 McKinnon, 20 McKinnon, 20 McKinnon, 20 McKinnon, 16, 20 McKinnon, 20 now 30 McKinnon, 30 now 40 McKinnon, 50. 50, $640, Ray. Dean got him. Give him a pen, boy.
Yeah, we've got about 100 brood cows. I live up North Georgia. I've been selling livestock for 45 years. And I've known Mr. Jimmy for, I guess, about 6 or 8 years. And he was a nice fella to buy cattle under. I mean, me to sell too, for he really enjoyed coming to the sale. And he always would buy the best there was there, regardless of what it cost. Didn't make no difference. When he seen one he wanted, he got it.
Good to see you. You're looking younger today. Knowed you for a long time. Yeah. You always would buy the best one. Yeah. Hey, how are you today? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Usually on a sale day, we'll end up with anywhere from 12 to 14 hands in the barn. I've got cousins that's worked for me all their life. They've always done this. And friends that I've grown up with, they'd work for my dad and stuff. And they, you know, as long as you got somebody that knows what they do, it works real easy.
I sore head cows, move weight cows, weight carry, load truck, a bit of everything. We're gonna have a stampede we throw out on the rodeo somewhere, Pumpkin. Sorry, Pumpkin. Watch it, Pumpkin. We be going away here in a minute.
My family has been in the business where I live at for 150 years. But we're very country people. I've known the people that have owned this barn all my life. And this is family. This is a good time to come over here on Saturday, drink a few beers, have a good time with the guys, do a little male bonding. I come here to have a good time, and I'm never rough with the cattle. I'm the silent one. I can walk into the pen, bring them out without speaking a word. Come on, boy. Come on. Hey! Hey, boy! It's dwindling down. The cattle are getting fewer and fewer. The land is being bought up by bankers and lawyers. Cowboy way, I guess you could say, is dwindling down to nothing. It's a dying art. Hey! Hey! There are no Georgia cowboys anymore. Hey! 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 Yep, boy. God, that's no excitement at all. Jimmy's an entrepreneur. It's a very, some people might not know what that is, but he can work with what he has to work with. He's built a very fine life for himself, a very beautiful home. He's a man that's been around Georgia for a long time. People around here know exactly who he is. They respect him. And they run a lot of cattle through here.
Got a pretty good run today, ain't we? About 350, 400 head, I'd say.
I'd say, yeah, at least 350.
Yeah, or maybe more. And the cattle business looks like it'll get a little better.
Well, right now I'm about to get ready for work. I have to work the gates. And it's my second time working here. It's actually pretty fun. I love adventure. So I play with the cows and stuff. Start messing with them. Man, I'm just a newcomer. I barely know anything.
Well, I come in about 4 instead of 10 in the morning, and I answer the phone, clean up the office, unload cattle, anything that comes up during that time.
I live in Carrollton, Georgia, and I don't come to Cartersville to the cow sale too much, but I have approximately about 125 cows that I raise, and I come up here and I bought two cows and a calf today. Actually, I think I bought some of Mr. Rogers' cows. $1,240. $500 for one cow and $740 for a cow and a calf. It's kind of like an addiction. Once you've ever been to the cow sale a few times, you just have to go.
I've always loved cattle. I don't know, for this area right in here, it gets more and more slender. They keep building too many houses in the pasture.
Ugly is a little old cow that she's a part shorthorn, and Jimmy bought her here one day just for the silly, I reckon. We was kind of she come in there and I aggravated him. I said, "Jimmy, ours you one," and he looked and he didn't say nothing, and she got down pretty cheap, and he went ahead and bought her, and every time it goes to sale, it didn't matter if she brought $300 or if she brought $600. He'd buy her back, take her back home, turn her back out. I'd say she's probably got about her fifth calf on her. He bought her when she was young. She's about anywhere from 7 to 10-year-old cow. But I told Miss Geneva that Jimmy wouldn't be happy if he didn't go ahead and let him bring her back. But he said, he wanted to sell them all, so that's what we're going to do right now. But she may end up back up there before it's over with.
Here's no ugly right here. Right here's ugly. Right there. Right here's no ugly. I found her. Oh, I bought her ugly. I'm going to turn right and keep her. Raise the calves. Don't mind. Let her have 2 or 3 more. According to how long she lives. I'll probably keep her till she dies.
The wind is blowing across the mountain and down o'er the valley way below. It sweeps the grave of my darling. When I die, that's where I want to go. Lord, send the angels for my darling and take her to that home on high. I'll wait